Hi, I'm Thach Wynn, founder of Thach Real Estate Group. Let me share with you another seller success story that was very moving for me. I get a referral from one of my longtime biggest friends, the Youcita. They introduced me to their longtime friend, Yoko, who lived up in Capitol Hill. And when I met with Yoko to go take a look at home with Miss Youcita at the house, I walk in, the house was just clean, as neat as it can be. And it's an old charm house, but really haven't been updated. And I sat there and I got to hear Yoko's story on coming from Japan and living here, married to her husband, and then the husband passed away so many years ago, and she'd been living in this house by herself. And she needed to sell the property because she's getting old and help her find apartments somewhere else to live, a retirement center. And why this story is just a success story because Yoko, never actually sold a home in her life. Right? Her husband did all the work. She bought one house. This is the house she's been in since she moved to Japan. Been in this house for I think like 50 years. And so it was a blessing because, we got to be able to look at the property, tell her what she needed to do to get this house ready and get it all nice and clean so she get top dollar. And, it moved me because she needed to get the most money because the money that's coming out of this house will be the money she will live for the rest of her life, especially if she's living in a retirement center. So I remember this house, we put it on the market for something like $350,000, something like that. And what a blessing it was for her and for us. We put the house on the market and Capitol Hill happened to be just turning the corner and there's been a lot of demand to want to live there. And we put the house on the market and we had multiple offer. And the thing sold for like $40,000, $50,000 over asking price. And that is the most rewarding for me when I go and see a seller and I say to them, hey, Mr. Seller, Mr. Seller, we priced it at this price and it sold for this much more. And you should see the smile on their face. They can see, wow, we got so much more money for it. And I remember one of the buyer home at a certain price that was much lower. And we told her, put it on the market. Let's put it on the market so that everybody pay for the most for your property. And she did that. And the transaction is so beautiful. We got the most money for it. We got the perfect buyer who wanted to buy the property, who want to honor this beautiful home and take care of it and keep it in the original tack. And so by the time this thing closed smoothly, she found this apartment place where she wanted to move to also that came available for her at the perfect timing. And the whole transition went smoothly and it closed. And I remember she said to me, it was so hard to close on this because we'll own it forever. And after it closed, she said, I've been driving back to the house a couple of times to see the property. And it was hard for me to see myself selling that property. And I had seen her maybe a few months ago at her retirement center, visit her. And she said to me, it's still hard, but it's the best decision she made. That was one of the most moving transactions I ever done. If you're looking to sell your home and be our next seller success story, please contact us at thatchrealestategroup.com. Until then, remember, always dream big and serve unconditionally.